Good morning, guys. So today I am going through all of my fall and Halloween stuff that I've already made, and some stuff that was left from last season, and I am, making sure everything's good with it, and fluffing out bows and that kind of stuff. And it's gonna be pretty much a craft day for me today. Today is Saturday the 5th, and tomorrow, Sunday, is my last day open for a month. So we'll close tomorrow and then reopen on August 7th. But in the meantime, I have work to do. I have a video out of this clay pot. So I've been wanting to work with clay. This is just air dry clay, and this is the very first thing I've ever made. It's not done, but I'm actually about to finish the video with it, and I'm gonna turn it into like a fall bowl. See how it comes out. I saw a little video on Reels that showed people using napkins to do this, so I want to try it. I want to see how it comes out. I mean, the bowl itself seems to be good. It's not completely dry yet, and it's been like 2 days, but I did have a piece of plastic in there with a shape, like a form, so that could be why. I also made like a little ghost and this flowery thing. I was thinking with these I could make magnets. I have magnets I can put on the backs. So we'll see. I'm testing it out to see, because I would love to have handmade clay items that I make for the shop. So we're gonna see how this one comes out. It's not perfect by any means, but hey, we know I don't like perfect, so I'm okay with that. I need to finish this video. Alright, I have figured out some crafts to do today. And it's fall. It's for fall. So I'm gonna take, you guys have seen these, I'm sure. I have a bunch of leftover 2x4s from other projects, and I'm gonna make pumpkins out of them. I love these actually for my own house, but they're like shelf sitters, and I think they're cute. But working with power tools, gotta put the hair up. And it's funny, the days that I decide to do messy work, I wear light colored clothes. It's like it never fails. I have all white on. Alright, so I'm just going to cut these in various sizes. Probably maybe a 6-inch, a 4-inch. Could even do like a 2, like a squatty pumpkin. Maybe an 8-inch. I don't know, let me get my tape measure. Alright, I'll measure out a few of them. Another thing I was doing today was I am making little clay ghosts. Oh, I've got to do the eyes. I just reminded myself. You do the eyes, and you can put a tea light under it and it glows. I should probably do that for a dry. Okay, I gave them eyes. Good thing I remembered that. I don't want them sticking to the bottle. I think that clay might become a new favorite medium. I don't know, I'm kind of liking it. Let's see what else I can make and if I can get better at it. Alright, now I'm going to start making these pumpkins. I'm just going to measure them out roughly. It doesn't need to be anything crazy. Where did I put my tape measure? Okay, I'm gonna sand them now. See, we got like little squat pumpkins, or itty bitty guys. Alright, they are all done. Everything's cut and sanded. That's how many pumpkins I got out of those 3, I don't know, couple foot long 2x4s. So lots of different sizes, 3 mainly, but a couple of them are a little bit, so you can see the difference, see? Yeah, now I get to decorate. I'm thinking some of them will be orange, you know, but I might stain some, make them just like a pretty stain instead of painting. I don't know. I'm just gonna see, you know, whatever. Maybe I can decoupage a couple. I have a couple different types of fall napkins that I could use. You know, I could do all kinds of stuff with this. So I'm just gonna start and see where I go. Alright, I'm just gonna start with traditional orange. We're gonna see what I want to do. I think I'm gonna stain a couple of them. I think that would be pretty. Holy moly, look at my hair. You guys look. Oh, I took it off the form. Took them all off the form. How cute. Obviously I gotta paint them and stuff, but oh my god. I love. So I made 3 of these so far, and I would definitely be making more. And they are gonna be for sale in the shop and on my website soon when they're done. But come on. I'll show you the other ones. They're so cute. I have been crafting literally all day. Look how cute. This is what I have been working on all day. All day. It is taking me hours with the cutting and the sanding and the painting and everything else. And now I just sealed them, but they're not done yet. I still have to do the moss on top. And some of these might get like a little tag or something. I don't know. We'll see. But they're so cute. Look at these little squat pumpkins. Aren't they so adorable? I love them. Good morning, guys. Okay. I'm sitting out here enjoying the nice weather before it gets ridiculously hot. It's supposed to be, I think, almost 90 today or 90 something. I don't remember. Eating my homemade yogurt. So good. Okay, I have a new obsession. So a couple of days ago I made the ghosts out of clay, and so I've been painting them today. The only thing I have is these are very, very time consuming, and I'm not even talking about the drying time, just forming them and the painting and everything. But I am obsessed. I am gonna make so many of these for the shop. This is, look at this little guy. Oh, okay, I like grungy. I like things that look older, so that's why I painted this that way. I enhanced all the wrinkles and any little dots that were on it. I am obsessed. I love it so much. They're adorable. So what they're for, you get a tea light candle. Put it in the bottom, just sit it on top. And I mean, it's hard to see out here. I'll show you in the house, but the eyes glow and it glows out the bottom. It's so flipping cute. I love it so much. And then I have this one that I have not painted yet. I need to seal these as well, and it's just white. So for me, I'd want to go make a whole bunch that look like this, but I know that not everybody has my taste, so I may keep some of them white. I've even seen where people decoupage and put like flowers and stuff, but I mean, it's a ghost, so I don't know. I have to try to remember that it's not just my taste that matters because I'm selling these, but I absolutely love them. And now all I want to do is make a million little ghosts. I want to try to make pumpkins too, and witch hats. Maybe I can do a ghost with a witch hat on top. I think they're adorable. So I'm going to make a bunch of them. Alright, as much as I want to work on more of these, I'm looking over at the garden and I really do need to weed whack around those beds. The grass is getting pretty tall, so I'm hesitantly going to go do that first, and then I will spend however many hours I need to spend making more ghosts. Alright, the weed whacking is done. Glad I got that done now, before it really, like, it was hot enough, till it hits, like, peak heat. I think today, other than that, is gonna be a craft day. I am gonna go and get more clay, because I'm out. Look, I made a little pumpkin, but I forgot to leave myself enough for a stem. So, I need to go get more. What I have in my hand right now, you guys are gonna be like, what is happening? But I promise there's a method to my madness. And you've probably seen these, like, everywhere. But I've always wanted to make one, and just never did. But now I want to try. I am full on in my fall and Halloween era for decor, for making stuff. I don't care about the summer. I kind of had a list of stuff that I've been wanting to make for quite a while. Like some, in this case, years. But I need to get this stupid tag off. I don't know why they do this. Anyway. It's a plunger. Any guesses? Put a guess down in the comment what you think I'm gonna make out of this. Okay. Actually, don't mind me, I'm just eating toast. I made this bowl. These divots and stuff, that's on purpose. I did that on purpose, so that would look older. Now, I have seen people do different things with these. Look at it. CVH1. This is the first thing I've ever made. Decoupage. Paint. I don't know if it stains well. Probably. I wonder if I could stain the outside and decoupage the inside. How about we try? Let's try, right? What's the worst that can happen? Doesn't work? Oh well. I'm gonna try. Good morning, guys. It's the next day. And first day of vacation. Yay! I'm so happy. It's like a relief to know that I don't just have today and tomorrow. I have like the next month to do whatever I want. And I'm very happy about that, as you can tell. Anyway, the one thing I want to do today, I woke up and I was like, what do I feel like doing today? I'm gonna do the shop a little bit. I'm gonna revamp it a little bit, and there's a couple things I want to do. I won't be able to do today, but like up here, I want to put a shelf that crosses from here to there. I want to put a shelf there, and I feel like there's some wasted space in here, and I'm trying to figure that out and fix it, because I've got lots of fall coming in. Lots of fall. Ooh, let me show you my ghost. I know, I already showed you the ghost, but I'm going to show you again. I kind of redid this guy a little bit. I added some black in there so that it would accentuate all the little divots and lines and stuff that are already in the clay. He's so cute. And then we've got the plain white ghost, for those who just like white. This is my jam here. This is a lot of people's taste, so that's why I did it. These are already on pre-order for Halloween, or, you know, getting close to Halloween. I am making them as fast as I can, but if you want one of these, or however many you want, they are on my website, which is countryviewhomestead.com. So if you want them, you can go pre-order them. And again, I'm making them as quickly as I can. I will be making more today. I have some drying that I made yesterday. These take a lot to make. They take a long time to make. I have to form them and everything, and then I have to, they have to dry for at least 24 hours. And then I have to paint them, and then in this case, I have to do all of these little embellishments and things. I do the insides of the eyes black. They're all the way through. I have to like cut holes in there for that. And then you can put, you don't have to do this, you can put a tea light in it and it glows. Look. I make the bottoms big enough, wide enough so that you can put, if you wanted to put a tea light in there, you could. Isn't that adorable? I feel like it's like one of my favorite things that I've made. That's weird. I've made so much stuff. I don't know. I absolutely love it. I've always wanted to try clay. I think that's probably why. I've always wanted to make things out of clay and see if I could do it. And these are good for starting out, but I did not realize how time-consuming they actually are. It took a while. It took a couple hours to get all this done. So anyway, they are on pre-order. If you guys are interested, you can go to countryviewhomestead.com and they're there. Along with other stuff that I've been making. I made this guy yesterday. Little pumpkin. And it says, what's this say? Pumpkin season. Forgot what I even wrote. It's decoupage pumpkin. And just cute. Some bows. This is like cutesy fall. You know what I mean? Like, this is pretty. I'm trying to broaden my horizons for decor. Personally, I like grungy, I like moody and darker kind of things, but not everybody likes that. So I am trying to branch out into making things that aren't grungy and primitive looking, that kind of thing. Oh, the only thing that's grungy is the tag, because, come on, it's a tag. It's supposed to be like that. Anyway, that's another thing I made. Okay, so now what I want to do is I'm going to change out the curtain. I have some other curtains that I got at, I don't know where I got them, Salvation Army maybe, Goodwill, I don't remember. And I wanted to change these out. These were just temporary. I made these for Emily's room years and years ago when she had like a gray and pink theme that she wanted for like ballet. They're just sheer curtains that I made and I don't need them. I didn't want them up there permanently, so I do have these other ones that I want to put up, which would go better, I think, in the shop. At some point, I am going to put a shelf up here. So, anyway, first day vacation, let's go to work. Did I mention it's going to be like 91 today? Oh, you guys see these pumpkins? I made these too. In different sizes. Wood pumpkins. Aren't they cute? So these aren't going to stay here. I just put them here for now. It's part of what I want to do is with revamping everything. I want to move some stuff around and organize a little bit better. Nice. Alright, that works. I need to iron them. But that looks a lot better than what was up there. Yay! I like that way better. So, part of this revamp is for Halloween and fall to put the stuff that I've been making on these shelves. That does not mean that I want to get rid of everything that's up here. In fact, I'm not doing that at all. But if there's anything that is for another holiday, like I took this down already, but this is Easter. We have 4th of July, and there's some Valentine's Day, but I think I'm going to keep that because people like that stuff for all kinds of days, like birthdays and whatever, anything love-related, anniversaries. So I'll keep that out. I don't have a ton of stuff that's not, or that is related to holidays. Can I show you one more thing? Look! It says let's ride. Isn't that cute? It's a broom. You know what it's made out of? A plunger. So adorable. I've been wanting to make something like this forever. It's got a cute bow on it with a star in the middle. and I made a wood sign that says "Let's ride." The good thing is it won't topple over easy because it suctions to whatever you put it on, pretty much. So that's a plus, right? So cute. Up on the website. Can you tell I'm happy and excited for the fall and Halloween? I love it. All right, I'm gonna start cleaning these, taking down a couple of things that are Easter related or 4th of July or my 4th of July related, so that I can make some more room for other stuff. And while I'm at it, I will be cleaning. I just realized half of these lights are out. Half of them are out. Why are half of them out? Who knows? Alright, you can see they're all the bulbs are burnt, so I don't know what's what. But thankfully, I was smart enough to not wind them around this. The lights are laid like on top of it, and I just used the branches themselves to sort of hold them in place. So that'll be an easy fix. I'll get another set of lights and put it across there. Problem solved. This guy can come down. Oh yeah, I glued that in there. I like revamping the shop. I like giving it a new look. I like doing that in my house. I like, you know what I mean, switching things around and giving things like a refreshing look or style. So what I'm doing is thinking ahead to when I open back up, how I want the shop to look, where I want things to be prominent. So I want fall and Halloween to sort of be prominent, and I need to maximize. I look around and I see a whole lot of wasted space, and I'm trying to remedy that. I'm trying to fix that. So I have this. It is like a faux mantle. Emily and I built this in Massachusetts for my house at the time. I don't want to get rid of it. I like it. I think it adds to the charm of the shop, but I feel like it's a little bit of wasted space. So to remedy that, I'm thinking in this area I can put some shelves, just temporary. I don't want to like completely permanently alter the mantle, but I can put some shelving in here, like maybe 2 shelves, and that way I can utilize that wasted space that's inside of there. Okay, I'm gonna get to work. Alright, you guys remember me saying before that I needed to drill a hole in the side of this cabinet for the cords? Still need to do that, and I'm about to. It's amazing what you can get done when you're not open and you don't have to make a million things. Simple as that. That is much better. I am gonna probably paint the inside of that hole so that it's not so noticeable. Cords are hidden. I made the legs of this hollow so that you could stuff cords back there and hide them. And it works! I'm gonna move the cookbooks out of here. It's right here. I think I'm gonna put them all the way at the top for now because it just doesn't fit with the candles. So I'll find something else to put in there. And this whole area right here is gonna get, I'm gonna make a bunch more of these candles. There's a little, like little in, I don't know, they're like little mason jars. And I'm gonna make a bunch of these and fill this whole spot. So that'll be all candles. This is all candles too, so I may switch this out and put it up on this shelf and sort of flip-flop these, perhaps, maybe. Now I kind of like to keep things in groupings. Similar things like candles, for instance. All of my like skincare is in one area. I just think it's easier for people to find, and then it's easy to miss if it's sort of scattered. Then I have to figure out all of my Halloween stuff and fall stuff. Where am I going to put it all? So that I think can be all over the place. I don't think I need to keep everything in one spot. I kind of want it like everywhere so that you get the feel when you walk in that of fall and some Halloween. Okay, so I've decided this stuff's gonna go here. This stuff's gonna go there, and the candles are gonna go here. That's how I'm gonna do it. These are simmering potpourri. You put this in like a pot of water and just simmer it on your stove. Oh my gosh, it smells so good. And I dry all the apples and oranges. Everything's I dry it all myself. This is gonna go up here. This is like a lot of negative space on top here, so I'm gonna figure something out and maybe some sort of shelf so that I can do this. All right, I'm gonna attempt to do this without taking everything off. Okay, I think that looks better. Candles are all in one area. Food items are up higher. I didn't want them down here, so that's why I wanted to move it up there. Yeah, I think that looks a lot better. Good morning, guys. All right, it is the next day, and I have so much footage of doing the shop that this is gonna need to be a two-part series. So I'm gonna end this video here, and then I'm gonna pick it up right after this and do Saturday's video. So part 2 will be in Saturday's video. I think that's all I'll need is 2 parts. I did not realize it was going to be so in-depth. I did add things like drilling the holes and a few little things to this video, so that's what's making it run longer. So, and I didn't want this to be, you know, like a 45-minute video. So I'm gonna go ahead and end it here, and you guys can see the second part on Saturday. All right, so you guys have a great day.